Ballon d'Or will be decided tomorrow. So depending on when people are listening to this, the announcement's probably already going to be made. But for us, we don't know at this point in time.
There's no spoiler alerts right now.
Well, look, we've heard a little leak.
We have.
And it'll be interesting to hear if this is... Producer Shabs told us right before we started recording that he's read a little leak which says that Leo Messi wins his 7th Ballon d'Or ahead of Benzema second and Robert Lewandowski third. Now, what I wanted to bring up, onside or offside, is just an opinion going around world football. It's been there for the last couple of years, but I've seen it pop up again, and that is the Ballon d'Or is flawed and outdated, and they should get rid of it. Thoughts?
I'm for that. I'm not really for me, them giving the best player, whoever they think the best player is, doesn't validate who the crowd or the world or the general consensus think who the best player is. You know what I mean? There's always, I feel like there's always some years where people are like I guess last year everyone was like Lewandowski should be Lewandowski. No one was really screaming Messi or Ronaldo last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, obviously it was cancelled, right? They would have still given it to Ronaldo or Messi.
Probably.
So I feel like that's the point where it's at now.
I like the talkability of Ballon d'Or. I like the fact that, for example, right now we're talking about it. Yeah. And I've been on a few other podcasts where it's always a topic.
You've been cheating on us.
No,
Excuse
I'm
me,
representing us.
Where have you been?
Wow, I've turned down opportunities.
No, you have not.
I've turned
Mr.
down money.
Melbourne over here
I've
acting
turned
like
down
I'm
everything
turning
to
down
stay loyal to Born Offside. You're out here cheating on us. Yeah, that's offside.
Anyway, we talk Ballon d'Or. I just think it is a great thing in terms of talking about these top players and whatnot. However they come to the conclusion of who wins, there's no real openness about it.
Let me add on that, right? So the criteria for the Ballon d'Or is, number one, individual and collective performances and wins of that year. That kind of makes sense. You can't really argue with that one.
No.
The only thing is they don't actually state if trophies mean more than others. So there's nothing written that says the Champions League means more than the League Cup or anything like that. But that's the only problem there. Number two, player class, talent, and fair play.
Player class, what does that mean?
Exactly. It's very vague.
So that's so subjective.
Exactly.
Too. The way that you judge a class act versus the way CLAUDES judges a class act is different.
Exactly. And when you're thinking about players that didn't get it in the past, like a Wesley Schneider who's quite outspoken and probably deserved it in 2010. Frank Ribery, who's not the prettiest player in the world, probably deserved it.
I don't think looks was on that.
Probably Frank Ribery like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He probably deserved it.
Yeah.
He's not the best looking guy. Well, it doesn't matter.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Benzema, right, who's coming up a bit shortly, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's another one that's not considered because of his off-field antics.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because the third part is also overall judgment of the player's career. So that goes back to what you were saying. If it's tight between Lewandowski and Messi, how's anyone going to compete with Messi or Ronaldo?
No, you can't.
Because they're always going to be like, well, Messi's been at the top for the last 5 years.
Right.
Let's give it to Messi again.
Exactly.
And there's also stigma around Bundesliga. Like, does an achievement in Bundesliga mean less than an achievement in La Liga? And that's just the reality of football.
I think we're right. It is flawed. And just let the people decide, man.
Well, that's it. Now they've got the FIFA The Best Award, which has been around for a little while now. You know, the silver trophy with the little, it looks like an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
And since that one's come into play, that's probably the only thing that is not as good as the Ballon d'Or. The Ballon d'Or is gorgeous to look at. Ice cream cone. But
does look good.
Regardless, the difference is the Ballon d'Or is decided by a jury of journalists as well as the 30 players that are nominated. Whereas this FIFA Best Award, 25% of it is fans. So you can vote as a fan.
That's big.
And then the rest is national team coaches, team captains, media professionals. They literally get votes from everyone to decide the award. So it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it does.
That's more of a Ballon d'Or than the actual Ballon d'Or.
The journalism thing is interesting, isn't it? Because it's, as someone who works in media, like you meet a lot of people who just talk a bunch of shit.
I have no idea. Talking stats and
Yeah.
don't be that stat guy that just watches it.
Well, the journalists,
stats.
how many games have you played? You know?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
In saying that, Fabrizio Romano, anything he says is.
But is he a stat guy?
Here we go. He's just a legend.
He's so cute.
He's just anything he says
He's so
gold,
sweet.
right? Yeah.
He did a video on Ballon d'Or on his YouTube where he gave his own ratings for the list, which was interesting.
Who did he have winning it?
I think he said Messi.
Really?
Yeah.
I think just because he's won that Copa America. But let's see. I mean, we'll know. We'll know very shortly. One man who is up for contention is Karim Benzema, but recently he's been in the news for all the wrong reasons. He's joined our prison 11.
Oh, really?
Congratulations, Karim.
Big him up. He's definitely our starting striker.
Who did we have before that?
He has
Karim
to.
Bullet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like
so,
that.
I think Bullet
Yeah.
slides off to the
Appropriately
bench.
named.
I love
Yeah.
Karim Benzema.
It's got to be Benzema because he was handed a 1-year suspended sentence for his involvement in, of course, there was a scandal between him and his French teammate Valbuena. He was blackmailing him to pay money to stop a sex tape being released.
Yeah, there's a whole. I don't know if there's a Netflix show on this one.
Yeah.
There is. I think I watched it. Yeah, where it explains the whole thing and how he is. But I'm a fan of Benzema, man. He's like the road man of football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like the road man of football. I'm a fan of him.
You have to
He's
be.
the one who's risking being offside all the time.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit.
What is it with the French though?
The French, yeah.
They're a bit aggressive.
The French are cool.
They're all over the place.
Because there
Yeah.
seems to be a real trend here, and they're all French.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
true.
French
PSG,
national team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
There's a lot of drama going on in
Yeah.
France at the moment, and French fans as well. I don't know if you saw on the weekend, Dimi Payet's trying to take a corner, and he gets hit by a bottle in the head, and they had to stop the match. Yeah, the French fans are
What?
crazy.
That is offside.
Yeah, it's
But
not bad
historically, the French,
Yeah.
they like to revolt.
A bit
So.
crazy.
Yeah.
So what's the actual story with this? So he's trying to, because I heard about this a few years ago.
Yeah.
And it was like, basically allegations were dropped, but now I guess it's come back to fruition, right?
Yeah, he's been sent a suspended sentence, whatever that means. Typical footballer sentence. They never actually go.
It
to
doesn't
a reason.
actually mean anything.
Yeah.
It's all diplomatic,
I just remember, another Frenchman, Mendy.
Oh,
He's another one.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much of that.
No,
but that's-
no.
yeah. We don't
that's-
give him too much
Yeah,
light.
No,
that's
yeah,
offside. That's so
yeah.
far offside
Yeah.
that it's not even on the
Sacre
pitch.
bleu.
Yeah, that.
French.
What's going on, French
I don't know
people,
what's
man?
going on. Look, regardless, we love Benzema. Why we love him is one, check out his Instagram. He's got the coolest Instagram ever.
Oh, mate, he has the best fashion sense. Like, if I was rich and I had that much money,
Yeah.
I would just literally go to his Insta and steal all his clothes. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever he's
Yeah.
wearing, I'm stealing his outfits.
Just buy it all.
He's the
Yeah,
coolest
his,
cat.
his
Yeah.
drip,
Yeah.
unreal.
And he's just got videos that just don't go anywhere. Like, it's a videographer and it's just like he gets in the car and he's driving.
No.
And
So
then
he's a
he
bit of a
leaves.
creative.
He was
then.
the first one. Anyone that watches football or knows about footballers' swag or footballers' fashion,
Yeah.
he was the first one to start those videos. Like
Yeah.
Sancho does them now, like
Yeah.
all the Prem footballers, where they're just like, there's no reason for that video. Like
Yeah.
the video has no substance.
Mount-
It's just him.
It's just
like,
showing off all
chilling,
my
Yeah.
shit.
my cars, my money, my plane. We're going on holiday, filming
It's
it.
about the culture, right?
it's the
Mason
culture.
Mount uploaded a video of himself
Oh,
literally just looking in the mirror,
Oh,
and his outfit changes, and I was
that's
like,
like, come on,
only
Mount,
these
come
days would they get away with that?
Come on, Mount,
Yeah.
get with
Well, you
it,
can
bro.
get away with it when you do what Karim Benzema does. He popped up on the weekend, scored a crucial goal for them. In and amongst all this drama, he scored the crucial goal to
scoring
beat
bangers.
Sevilla and go clear at the top of the league. So he can do whatever he wants.